watching Lynn Ngugi has the psychological equivalent of watching porn. You know, when you watch porn, there's something it does to your brain. You start having...
Nini mnaona kama mnafikiria kwamba ni media tu mna consume, kumbe you're being conditioned to remain in your poverty.
One thing I know for sure is that out there, kutoka me, I think I stopped watching almost a lot of things because I came to realize that
sijui Lynn Ngugi mwafanyia nini, lakini muachane na content yake. Kama content ya Lynn Ngugi haikubambi, tafadhali.
Haya, sasa kama una watch hii and so umesubscribe to the YouTube channel and so you subscribe.
Kumbe Lynn Ngugi amekuwa kilipwa na wazungu so that she can do some videos that are meant to enslave her followers to remain poor. Now, of course, this expose was run by someone called Gaido. I believe you've seen those videos. Personally, kuna video niliwatch ya dem mwenye alienda sijui Warabuni, akaacha watoto wake watatu, mtoto mmoja sijui akatolewa kafara sijui na nani, mwingine sijui akachomwa, mwingine sijui nini. It was a lot of dark stuff. So, have you ever watched any of her videos to the end?
Never.
So why do you think you don't get to the end of the videos?
First of all, I get bored by sob stories.
That was the exact point of Gaido. That these videos, they are so negative that whenever you watch them, you are put down by the videos. Zinafanya usikie down, zinafanya it's like you don't think positive. So this explains why you don't watch the videos to the end.
That's amazing.
Anasema this narrative yenye anakuanga nayo, because all her videos are like the same. Inakuanga tu usijui huyu mamake alimuibia sijui boyfriend, alafu akamroga, alafu akaenda akachukua mtoto wake mmoja akamuuza. You understand? It's all very negative stories.
Me like I hate negativity. Anyway, I start hearing negativity, I'm like, no, I'm tired. I can't listen to that.
This guy is very convinced that actually Lynn Ngugi is paid by the wazungus so that I spread these negative stories. Because the more we listen to these negative stories, the more we are conditioned as a people to remain backward. I say they want to continue colonizing us mentally. So, wao wanafikiria about generations to come. Wao wanafikiria long term. Nyinyi mnaona kama mnafikiria kwamba ni media tu mna consume, kumbe you're being conditioned to remain in your poverty.
One thing I know for sure is that out there, kutoka me, I think I stopped watching almost a lot of things because I came to realize that the easiest way for wazungus to colonize us is through whatever we watch, and especially movies. People sell a lot of ideas to us through movies. So, like, there was a time, a simple example was given of a jury, how they were conditioned to make a decision. People placed specific letters and numbers on the path of where the jury were passing by. And the jury did not know from the morning until the time that they went to the court. And then when the jury went to the court, they happened to make a decision that was based on those numbers and the letters that they saw. Meaning, whatever you see, you conceive it and then it becomes you. So when I knew that, I think I'd rather watch stuff that I have control over.
Lynn Ngugi and her sob stories. I've ever seen those Lynn Ngugi. You know, Lynn Ngugi is paid by people to spread what we call low vibrational energy. If you look at her stories, when you watch them, there is something they do to your brain. You don't know what's happening to you. Because I told you, these guys, they are people who play a long game. So there's something it does with your brain. It's almost like watching Lynn Ngugi has the psychological equivalent of watching porn. You know, when you watch porn, there's something it does to your brain. You start having a dysfunctional, relationship with the other gender. Eh? So it's the same, the psychological overhaul based on watching low vibrational energy stories which have just a bad ending. Lynn Ngugi does not know how to do any liberative content. So because you watch, I see how many views. I see you guys in diaspora. You are in the diaspora. Instead of remember, now you're following stories. I don't know, this guy then took I don't know what, then he ripped off some crazy stories which Lynn Ngugi goes to look for. I don't dismiss that these cases actually exist, that we have people who, are, butchers or what or whatever. So Elizabeth Karanja says, wow, that's deep, because I was watching a Lynn show today and had to turn it off. Watching Lynn, the psychological equivalent, please, I want you to, I know this video will still be online at some point during the night, but I need you to understand that Lynn Ngugi is paid by the somebody, probably Muzungus, to push the stories she pushes. So when you watch, I've just told you, when you watch, there is a way that story, the build-up and everything that is happening, you will be left traumatized slowly by slowly. So like now, my friend was telling me that the mother in the US of A, after church, she just sits down and watches Lynn Ngugi back to back. So I've just told you the psychological, you read, everyone is telling you about the psychological effects. Wiseman, we cannot be mere consumers of good governance, we must be participants, we must be co-creators. That's what somebody is writing there. So they've written widely about the harmful psychological effects of watching porn. They would never say anything about people like Lynn Ngugi, not just her. There are so many other people who push that kind of content, those kinds of, like now there's a TikTok account I was watching today. It just had scary clips and I felt triggered. So there's no way you can tell me you will watch a whole Lynn Ngugi episode and you live there as the same person. No. But there's somebody who is funding, because there's a lot of money. Yeah? There's a lot of money which goes into pushing such, productions. There's a lot of money. And that Jeraine Shitu guy, I don't know that. I don't know him, but I don't look for such a low vibrational energy myself. So yeah, so Lynn Ngugi, you are there, you are watching, you're in the diaspora. Instead of looking for learning our history, instead of learning how you are in America to begin with, I was giving you.
Sijui Lynn Ngugi amewafanyia nini, lakini muachane na content yake. Kama content ya Lynn Ngugi haikubambi, tafadhali tafuta kitu kingine ya kufanya. Unajua vile hizo content za Lynn Ngugi zinaokolea watu huku nje? Do you know the type of story she brings? It is the top leading things zinafanya mavijana wanakuwa na mental health. Nyinyi watu mnasema sijui ati hizo video zake zinaletanga low vibration. Nyinyi ndio mko na low vibration. Kwa sababu niambie, tangu lini mapenzi ikakuwa ni kupigwa kama umbwa kila siku karibu wawe? And there are so many girls out there, they're going the same exact thing, but they are surrounded with you, people like you with low vibration, wenye mnawaambianga vumilia, mwanamke ni ndoo, mwanamke ndiye anajenganga nyumba. Kama unataka sijui ati mwanaume akupee nifanye